Alright, welcome. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial why people like Fire Stick so much. So, basically, I have my phone here. This is a spare phone. I'm just going to use this to show you how this works. So, you can download the Fire Stick TV app, and it will connect a link to your Fire Stick, which is plugged in right to the back of the TV. Just like that, one goes into the USB, one goes into the HDMI, and then plugs in. Here's your remote, pops right up. So the good thing about this remote is you just use it like a mouse pad. All these other apps here, who cares? I mean, unless you have subscriptions to all that, it's all there for you. But this right here is what you want. Kodi. So once Kodi loads up, it basically gets rid of that old screen and pops up with its own menu. Now, everyone's build is a little bit different, so I'm just going to show you this build because this is the one I'm using right now. There's different categories. You have music, kids, comedies, movies, TV shows, and a whole bunch of other things. The most popular, let's just talk about that, TV shows and movies. So, for example, you click movies, and the most popular movies app right now is Exodus. So, that's the one I use, that's the one I have no problems with. So you scroll, let me see if I can get a good view. Okay, so you can see that says movies and Exodus right there. So the only thing you do is you select it. Once it loads up, it comes up with a menu that looks like this. You have your different categories, genre. A lot of people's favorite is in theaters, box office, most popular. For example, if I go to year, okay, so you click on year, and once it loads up, it's going to pretty much give you a menu of years, and you can scroll all the way down. It's whatever you want, okay? You got all these years to choose from. So the only thing you do is, you go in here. Let's say you click on 2014. This is just a random example. This is my favorite one just because it shows you the top movies of that particular year. You can also search for a movie that you want to watch. Go to this most recent movies, and this pops right up. So what you have here is all the movies, not all of them, but the top movies of that particular year. And so what you could see, I have a menu onto the right. I like it because it has your ratings right here, so you can take a look at it. Is this a good movie? Blah blah. The time gives you a little synopsis of what's going on in the movie. So I'll just click one for an example. So once you click it, what happens next is it sends it to a menu of choices. All right, it takes about less than 10 seconds to load up. Sometimes you just have to give it a couple of seconds. Okay, once it loads, it gives you your menu here, a bunch of different choices. Gives you the time frame, 2 hours and 14 minutes. So you just click on that, and all those choices there, like for example a newer movie, the clarity or maybe the subtitle, something about that movie you don't like, so you can back out of that movie and come select another one. And then again, it just loads up pretty quickly, probably less than 10 seconds. And then here you have your movie. Now if you've seen it before, you're coming back into it. The good thing about this thing is you could fast forward. So you see at the bottom, I'm moving my hand and it's fast forward in 20-30 seconds. Clarity is going to be HD for the most part, especially if it's a movie that has already been out. Can't say the same for like movie theater movies and things like that. Your best bet is if you want to watch a nice clear movie, it should be on either out to DVD or been in a movie theater for at least a few weeks. If you want to watch a movie that's in the movie theater right now, the clarity might not be HD, but it's still going to be pretty clear. Alright, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'll back out of it just to go back and show you the other menu that I wanted to show you, which was TV shows. So as you're, like, if you want to search for something else, it's just like the cable box menu. You can still watch a movie as you're searching for something else. And same thing with TV shows, you want to scroll over to Exodus. Exodus is your friend. And then TV shows are set up the same way. You got genre, you got network. You click on network. You have all your different network here: ABC, Animal Planet, whatever. They're all in alphabetical order. I never use network. Search for what you want. You can go to here, for example, if I go to search. The good thing I like about the app is you can press the type writer here. Try and do this with one hand. Let me press it. Okay, that pops up, and then you can type in, let's say like Martin. So you type in Martin, and it pops in right there. So then you press done here, and you press done there. And what it's going to do is it's going to search for anything with the title Martin in it. And as you can see, Martin's one of the first one that comes up. It also has other different Martin, whatever. Click it, and it will give you all the seasons. This is like this for every show, guys. Anything that's on Showtime, Showtime, Stars, all the, series, Game of Thrones, stuff like that, Power, whatever you want to watch, will have all the seasons on there, okay? And you just basically just click in there, and once you click in, it will give you all the episodes, and you can click the episode that you're at, that you want to see. Of course, it has over here to the side, what happened in that episode, to make sure that's the one you're on. And then pretty much it loads up. Like I said, pretty much less than 10 seconds, it loads up pretty quick. Now once it pops up, again, it gives you these choices. You just click one of the choices, and once you click one of the choices, give it about 10 seconds, and it's going to turn off whatever you were watching and switch you over to the show that you want to watch. There we go.
People, let's go.
All right, we're done.
Keep it tight.
Morning, Mr.